Huh. Well, what do I think? Looking at Dog War Film Fund, it's too fun to film. That my guess is about the um, combat veterans who fight to end Korean dog meat trade. In other words, they kill dogs in a place, and that's bad. It's in Korea, apparently, in this case. There's also a thing, I think, I don't remember what country it was, but where they have a whole huge dog killing festival. It's huge. We don't like that, generally. We see dogs as companions, and we don't like them to die. I think it's a good reminder of what we're doing when we eat meat, and I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan, but when we eat meat, we are killing the shit out of something. And it's something that cared about its family, and it was trying to live just like us. Different than us, of course, because we think we're more important, and we are to us, and we're really cool. We're like the coolest species on the whole planet. One of our buddy species is the dog. In fact, I would try and argue that it's actually our most buddy species we have. They were really evolved to exist with us. Dogs do not exist in the wild. They are sort of a inherently slave created species of us, or are cool friends, And I think that how that plays out depends on us. How do we treat them? Because they are a special animal. We're a special animal, clearly. We're so special we're going to fucking destroy the whole planet. We're not doing anybody any good service by existing. But the dogs are better than us, and that's a depressing thought, really. That's a very depressing thought. Dogs are better than us. Dogs are our victims genetically. I mean, we domesticated them. We created an environment for them that was altered out of the existing environment. Now we're screwing up the other environment, and the dogs kind of get screwed up along the way. It's really sad because they're so intelligent. They're so, I believe, well, I don't know what it is. I mean, canines are a whole different thing. Like, how is it that we befriended them? I have my theories on that. I've read some things. But we have this partnership that is amazingly bizarre, that we would let our babies be sitting next to, cuddled by, a thing with big fangs on it that loves to kill shit. It's astounding that there aren't more problems between humans and canines, because we come from really different strategies of existence, and for some reason this particular species has come under our controlling genetic friendship. People say stuff like, I'm not my, what did I read today? I'm not my dog's owner. I'm his mom or her mom or whatever. And I thought that was pretty hilarious. No, I'm my fucking dog's owner. What do you think dog ownership is? You're responsible for a whole different kind of being that's sort of like a permanent child in a lot of ways, but also dangerous and odd and has totally different needs than a human would need. So, I know a lot about dogs. As far as people go, I know more about dogs than a lot of people, because I've had experience with a lot of dogs in a variety of settings, and I've lived totally urban. I've lived totally rural. That matters. City dog is not the same as a country dog. My dogs are country dogs. So when people come here and tell me how to do things with them, I got my own whole theories on how to deal with dogs. In fact, I should make a whole video just about dogs and country dogs versus city dogs. And I'll probably make analogies to people too, because boy, when you look at all the divisions in the world that you see, everybody's all upset, with everybody else, of course, because those other people are bad. That's the underlying message that everybody's, personal justice, fight for themselves thing is all about. It's just they're better than everybody else, really. Not always. No, that's not true at all. Take that back. Depends on the situation a lot. talking about dogs. What the hell was I saying? Might have been drinking some brandy tonight. I just don't give a shit about anything anymore. Fuck it. That's not true, but that's kind of how I feel. I have done a great job lately. Fuck. That's funny. See, my lighting's all cool and shit. Look at that. I'm just using 2 LED lights, wasting about 5 watts on lighting. So rather than have a big studio setup, I have this kind of a, whatever. I guess this would be an example of what's the lowest light level vlogging studio could you have? That's a good question. And this is it. I have a lot of experience with this kind of thing. So, yeah, I just have 2 twisty desk lamps on either side of my bed. And I'm vlogging it because, the night is long. I'm up and it's like nothing in the morning. It's, probably like 2. Right in the fucking middle of when I should be sleeping. But, I can't do it. So, oh well. That's why I'm drinking brandy. I figure it'll make me go to sleep. We'll see. If you were talking about the tiniest little studio you can have for vlogging, and I should become an expert at this in the Bosque, and because I want to recommend it to other people who come here. Some of them come from very fancy places, and I forget this, right? And so I can help them do a great job here at documenting their own experience. Even though they're already experienced, I can give them extra advice. So I should have more spaces set up with LED lights at night where people can just go and turn on a switch and then use it for a bit, or the whole thing's motion sensitive. Who knows? But the lighting on it should be available. In other words, there should be lit places available at night. I think motion sensitive is the way to go. It doesn't cost that much, and it has a huge payoff, and it provides anyone a lit place whenever they go by, and it's an open public shed area. The doghouse. It's the doghouse. I want to enlighten the doghouse with motion-sensitive lights. That's brilliant. Yep. And it's right near internet. It can be hooked up to internet, so people could actually broadcast from there at night with a automatically lit up stage that would use very little electricity, and it would have little spots, and you could be able to angle it different ways. I don't know what the optimal setup in there would be. The doghouse is a concrete framework, and so it could be that lighting up 2 sides of it would be the best. That gives you 180 degree angle to go from, and then point all lights in the direction of the other way, the other 2 sides. And it could be that you would want to point them off into the forest, off into upper ladder, lower nest. That would be good. Is all the world a stage? Well, I think we can improve the stage. I think the stage is not even close to as good as it can be as far as us all broadcasting to each other and learning how to be on a stage, a worldwide stage. That's global fucking consciousness right there. I should say that's global consciousness right there, because I shouldn't curse. It's so fucking annoying that people have a problem with that word. Is it just like you want to have a label of uptight if you have a problem with that? Jeez, what exactly are you against? English? Are you against curse words in all the other languages too? Should I use those? I could do that, actually. That's a great idea. I should stop cursing in English, and I should curse in other languages. That would not offend the English speakers. It might amuse the people I borrow their word from. Spanish would be the obvious choice, of course. I think I should start cursing in Spanish. That's, yeah, duh. I mean, what I'm going to do, like, go learn some exotic cursing in some language of a place I've never been. I wonder how you curse in Bali. That'd be funny. Cursing in Bali. Sounds like a good name for a book. Sounds like a good excuse to go to Bali. Learn how to curse there. That sounds great. Uh, I'm out of hard disk space. I've been talking to this camera so much that I ran out of hard disk space. So I'm going to have to get my hard disks together and then delete shit or something, or do something. Because my ability to record now, that I've decided I'm going to ramble into the camera forever, has outpaced my ability to store it. I can't store it all. And I guess I don't know if I need to. Once it's published, I mean, I should, if I released my shit as Creative Commons, maybe people would copy it. In some ways, I see these videos as kind of my obituary. I want to leave a trace of myself in the world. And I think one of the advantages of having kids, it's been a big decision in my life, have kid, not have kid, right? A lot of people go through these thoughts about that. I'm still happy with my decision not to have a kid, but in a way, I don't want to be forgotten, And I like the Day of the Dead stuff. It's great around here. The way they deal with death and stuff is so far superior to. And death has always been a huge thing in my life, big influence in various ways that are weird that I don't want to talk about. So I guess recording myself is a way of, as if I was talking to my children, I don't, and they're my idea children. Any idea I have that I share with you becomes an idea in your head. And I guess I want to, and I'm so frustrated with the world as it is, and nobody should misunderstand why or how I'm frustrated. It's, you don't. I'm me. You don't know who the fuck I am. If you see me on a video right now, for example, doesn't mean you know shit about who I am. You know Video Brian. Other people know Brian in person in a variety of ways, and Brian knows Brian, and then other people think they know Brian because it's a Brian that they perceive. So there's, multiple Brian identities in that sense. For all of us, of course. Fill in your own name here. So, anyway. So I like the idea that, you kind of live on as long as you're remembered. That seems cool. And also, it's kind of a karmic thing. It's not the same as karma, like coming back later and you're trapped in this cycle of stuff and all these things. I mean, karma is a little bit oppressive, actually, and it's kind of made up bullshit. If we reconceive karma, karma, I'm talking Hinduist karma, like if you read about actual philosophy in books in India, not a Western concept of whatever you just made up in your head when I said that. So the idea that you live as long as you're remembered is kind of cool. Now, it's interesting. You live as long as you're remembered, and I have questions about that. Don't you? Anyway, so the kid, no kid thing and then the video thing, I think those are actually related because all the shit that I say on this camera right now is the kind of shit I would be saying to a kid if I had it, which should make you concerned because they'd end up being an odd person if they listen to me. But that would be really cool. I actually really do feel like I'm missing out on the experience of the kid raising. I think it'd be a blast. I think that for a guy like me, I would want other infrastructure to take care of the child, and I would occasionally talk to it. But I'm not really that into raising kids, I don't think. I would play with it, and would have lots of dogs. So actually, people told me I'd be a great father, and I think I would be. I could be a total blast. I think I would be. I would hope, and I think every father may hope this. I don't know. I'm not a father, right? But I think that what do fathers want for their kids? I got serious father issues, not daddy issues. That would sound a little weirder. But no, I've had both of them are dead now, and they were very different dudes. So anyway, what are we talking about? We're talking about dog stuff. I have no idea. It's the middle of fucking night. Bugs are falling on my head. Fuck you fuckers. No, there's not at the moment. There's a bug's been living in the ceiling up here somehow, and they're falling down on me every night. They don't bite me. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. And they're annoying. I mean, the thing is, they don't... I'm not even sure why... I mean, it's just the fact that they're bugs bothers me. It bugs me, you know. And I have nothing against them personally, but I would like them to not live there and fall on me. It just bothers me. And I kill them. Currently, I just murder them. I murder the fuck out of them. I murder 20 a night. They're about, I don't know, tiny, 1/8 of an inch long, quarter inch. Less than a centimeter, probably. Yeah, less than a centimeter. So, tiny little things, easy to crush. Just throw them on the floor. It's kind of annoying. One more case in which, once again, you know, among the hundreds of times that wildlife invades my fucking life here, that's something I don't talk about that much because I'm supposed to be like nature boy, right? Is that what I'm supposed to be? I guess I'll just be whatever the fuck I want. I love nature stuff. I'm encouraging it, but I don't like it in my house, and I need to make better buildings to keep the fuck out because I'm sick of lizards. They're totally cute. I love them. Totally love them. And they're the least annoying because they're so cute, and their poos are not very annoying because they're kind of dry already. And I don't think we share diseases with them. Is that true? I don't know. I certainly fucking hate mice and rats. Not really. But I don't want to... My big thing is this. If I'm going to... By living here, if I'm going to increase the amount of... the type of life that I don't like, then my own influence upon the land is creating that which I do not like. It's my own fault. Right? Isn't it? So if there's more rats and mice here because of me, it's not like I'm disturbing nature if I kill the fuck out of those fuckers. You know? Oh, I'm not supposed to curse again. Fuck. See, there's just no choice. I gotta... Okay, how can I curse in Spanish? No, that doesn't seem very polite. I'm not going to curse in Spanish. I might offend my friends. I don't know. I mean, there's certain curse things I know that I can say that I would never fucking say to my friends, even joking. Because... Oh, I might have done it. Yeah, but, you know, they were saying shit too, so... I don't know. I just don't want to offend anybody. You know, cursing in another language is dangerous. Maybe I shouldn't curse in any language. No, I got to curse in some language. Jesus. Well, is that the... Did I just take the name of the Lord in vain? I think I did. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it means damn it, I believe. I think there's a name for that. It's a word that pretends to be a curse word. It's a really funny word itself. English is so fun, and I assume other languages are too. Unfortunately, I don't speak good enough Spanish to really enjoy the language. All the time people tell me they're going to come here and they say, they're traveling the world, right? I get a lot of these people. And they say, well, I don't know any Spanish yet, but I'm going to learn it in the next 2 weeks, and I send it for Duolingo. You're not going to know Spanish. Sorry. You're not going to be functional enough that I don't have to babysit your ass if you're here. And the reason I mention this is because people mention their application. And the problem is having somebody who doesn't speak Spanish, for me, is automatic extra work. Guaranteed. Because somebody's got to take care of them. They don't know what they're doing. And people here don't speak English. This is not Cancun. This is not Puerto Vallarta. You know? You can't function here. Also, this is not a tourist restaurant. I mean, we do actual shit here. And the shit that I do here often involves nobody knowing any English. And so English speakers in some times and settings here in my life